Hey, let's get it. Hi, for those who probably don't know what's going on, my name is the Hardy Bard. People call me Hardy, others call me Bard, but there's a lot of names I go by and a lot of titles, but that doesn't matter right now. What truly matters right now is that I wanted to let you all know about a future thing that I wanted to do, which is a series on this game that you see here, known as Diablo 4. For those who've been living underneath a rock, I'll tell you this much. Diablo 4 is the newest game of the Diablo series. It has its ups, it has its downs. I can't complain too much, but I love the cutscenes. I love how they've done the game for updating it. There's a few things that I want them to implement because it's still brand new, but that's not what we're here as well for. I wanted to bring up the fact that I wanted to do a series because soon it's going to be season one. Season one being of like new updates and so on and so forth. And I wanted to bring this to you guys' attention because I wanted to show off the story and whatnot. With that in mind, um, I will be starting that, and I'm just going to be hopeful that you guys do get interested in it. After all, I love this series. This, Borderlands, a few other good games back in the day. Like, I'm willing to stream a lot of those type of game. Well, not stream, record a lot of those games, and go from there. Um, and go for and yeah, still have fun. I'll still record some funny moments here and there because that's what basically my channel is. It's basically funny moments that I think are rememberable and reminds me of the people that's been around. So, yeah. While I do talk about this, I was also going to show off one of the world bosses. This one, seemingly, is the um, Shava the Pestilent. So, now I want to also let you all know that I might be a small channel of 19 people, but it has been growing, like, very quickly, mind you. So I do want to state that at least. And am very appreciative of everyone who has been watching my content and watching through the years that I've been having this content on. Um, Other than that, I'm just hopeful that you all are still having fun and whatnot. Another thing is that I wanted to mention is possible thing for D&D stuff. I have been a DM for I don't know how long now, and I might record some series in the future. Not right away though, because I am doing a D&D game as we speak. That D&D game is basically um, going in progress, and don't want to just record in the middle of it just to get you all lost and whatnot and what's going on. So, yeah. So basically, whenever the day comes for, you know, an actual time where I could start up a series and whatnot, probably record that too. So that way you all are caught into the, shenanigans and whatnot, as the ND usually implies on. But yeah, don't know what else to fully bring up. Um, if you guys do want to be interactive in the comments and ask me anything, I'm more than gladly to answer anything that you guys have in mind for questions or other things. So do keep that in mind. Uh, oh, builds. So right now, as you see in the recording right now, I am playing the Rogue, as you can tell. I'm playing a Barrage build. Basically making me, in my opinion, basically half-assed Ranger. Yeah. I do also have a Druid. The Druid I'm going to do Wolf NATO on, so basically just think of Sharknado, but with wolves. And I mean, hopefully down in the future, whenever the day comes, we could do other builds and whatnot, especially for the new season that's coming up. Speaking of, if you guys do have any suggestions that I should do for builds, I'd be more than gladly to listen in and see what you guys have in mind. I do recommend anything that is not already done, for me at least. Rogue and Druid wise would be out of the measure for the time being, but I'm willing to try out Sorcerer, Necromancer, and Barbarian. So, you know. So, if anything, I am down for anything right now. For builds and different characters. And another thing that I'm hoping for in this game is that they bring some other classes back. In Diablo 1, they had a Bard. In 2, they had an Amazon. Witch Doctor in 3. They have a new Blood Knight, apparently, in Immortal. That would be interesting to see. Crusader was a good one too from 2 and 3. But 3 didn't do very much of a great execution on the character. I do prefer the one from 2. What else? I mean, Demon Hunter, if I think about that one, it's not much of a change. But then again, in Immortals, they're trying to do Demon Hunter and Assassin, apparently? I kind of shrugged to that, but I mean, in my eyes, they're basically the same thing. Oh, Witch Doctor. Now, I know a lot of people thought that they were very much like a very cringy type of character that not a lot of people liked. I thought it was a very niche character. I liked him somewhat. So, and we got 5 minutes until this boss starts. Oh my. But yeah, I'm also hoping that they bring back companions slash pets. That I haven't seen yet. Now we do have mounts. Don't get me wrong, mounts are pretty fun. We could travel a little bit faster and whatnot, and go from there. But the companions used to collect our stuff, so that way we didn't have to worry about grabbing gold and so on and so forth. And there was an item back in the day where it was a ring, and it would summon a small loot goblin to your side. And that loot goblin would take all your whites and make them into legendaries. And that was very, like, a great class, or not class, but ring to use. It was also a little sad knowing that if you didn't get a second one and you wanted to go and do the Goblin World boss from that game, well, I wouldn't say world boss like this that you see here, but like, it was basically you go to this new realm and then you find the realm of greed, and then you fight the boss there, and they drop like a lot of loot and so on and so forth. Unless if you had Switch, you could do it every 24 hours. Lucky people, if you ask me. But besides the point, I'm just hoping that they do companions again. It would be a very nice touch. That, and from what I've heard for Season 1, they're bringing a lot of loot enemies and whatnot towards the game, so maybe we get new things when it comes to not just levels and items, but maybe something with dungeons, maybe something with certain things with, like, not classes, but like, what am I trying to think of? Not a lot of things come to the top of my head very easily, so do bear mind with my slow mind. It was basically seeing if they could do something more towards just, uniqueness with this season. Not just from items, classes, or all that, but just like something new that would be impressionable towards the player. Like, maybe not the companions that I've mentioned, but something that we haven't seen yet with the Diablo series. So. Oh, and if they do bring Bard, you best be knowing I'd be playing that. You best be knowing. If anything, that would be the best thing in the world for me, at least. Growing up as a Bard affiliate. Not the ones that you guys know from, like, Dungeons and Dragons now. I'm not that type of person. Keep that in mind. But, yeah. I just know that hopefully, things go accordingly with. Besides the point. Hopefully, you all do also have great, great days and whatnot. Hope that you all are within your own lives, going down your own paths, with your own parties, doing your own things, and, relaxing. Because after all, everyone got to relax one way or another. 40 seconds until the boss starts. Let's pop through everything real quick. But yeah, I hope you all do great things. And as we watch the boss fight, I do catch you all later. Peace out.
I'm not ready yet.